Good afternoon, everybody. It's Rick Thomas from Obsolete Video Services. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. All right, my email boxes got bombarded with all kinds of emails and questions, and I'm glad everybody's enjoying the early 1970s stuff I've been posting, and people just had questions. So today I thought I'd do a video to explain a lot of the issues and a lot of things of how things have been done and what you're seeing. All right, back in the 1970s, like I said, guys, I'm from Chicago, and back in the early 90s, I was working on some reel-to-reel tapes, which at the time only had some EIAJ machines like these and a direct DVD recorder. Didn't have all the bells and whistles to be able to do the proper recordings in a television studio environment like I got today, which is a far cry compared to what I used to do. So we copied these tapes, which were very difficult to do. They're from Chicago, and again, I'm sorry about a lot of the audios on several of these are quite high, and that's just the way the machine recorded them, because a lot of these machines, like I said, had automatic gain audio control. For an example, on this particular machine has automatic gain control for the audio, and the problem was the audio was. This is such a piece of crap machine that the audio was peaking extremely high during the recordings, and that's just the way they were recorded. So going from like one of these machines or any of the EIAJ machines, it's going to be a very loud audio. At the time, I did not have audio limiter or audio unit to actually bring down the audios and do proper audio levels. I just went directly from the machine to a time-based corrector to like a DVD recorder, high-quality DVD recorder. So a lot of the early 70s stuff I'm posting now, I'm currently fixing using state-of-the-art software. Everybody knows we are really set up here now at Obsolete Video Services. Cleanup softwares, we used 4 or 5 different softwares for all kinds of issues, as well as having broadcast equipment and all equipment serviced and fixed by me. We have 3 warehouses of equipment that we do all the service and repairs, and so I have a lot of equipment on hand when I actually need to use it, but my stuff actually works. Case in point, the AV5000As, I've got 3 of these machines, or 5000, I got 1 machine and 2 5000As. This was the biggest piece of crap machine ever designed, but this is my new machine, and it's completely restored, fixed all the electronic issues. This thing these things were never under what they call quality control, so they made a lot of mistakes. So this is the first one that's completely rebuilt, working properly. Still working on 2 other ones. And of course, we got the standard NTSC color EIJ machines. Now we have a skip field new machine for skip field formats, 1-inch machines, quad 2-inch machines, Betacam, Betamax, Betacam SP, 3/4 U-matic, you name it. I have access to everything. It's just insane how much I've grown in 7 years. But here at Obsolete Video Services, we're able to tailor your video through unbelievable time-based correction and everything else, because we have the equipment to actually do it now. But the stuff you're seeing from the early 70s came off of these open reel tape machines, and these tapes are glitchy, dropouts like crazy, and the tapes that I was working on back in the early 90s, those things were a freaking nightmare. But I did keep the files on on DVD, which I recently put to a hard drive, and here's a file case in point of the Addams Family. Obviously, I can't post this, but you'll notice that the audio is through the roof, and just to give you an example, very, very loud. All right, and that was because of the way it was recorded directly from the machine that was used from the tape itself, and there was no audio controlling whatsoever for balancing. It's just that the tape was recorded extremely loud. Well, I have several of those from the early 70s from Chicago videos that you're seeing on some of the Chicago videos I'm posting. So basically what I would do, I'm doing video cleanup, dropping out all the glitches and noise and all that stuff that's in the video. But when it comes to the audio, it's a more difficult challenge because of the fact the audio itself you'll notice when it comes up, if they're extremely hot videos, which is on a lot of these EIAJ tapes from Chicago I worked on years ago, I want to go back and try to fix them. Well, now in 2025, there's so much state-of-the-art software you can use, and we're applying every tool in the box to fix videos when people send me something that's rare or highly collectible. In this example, you can see the audio levels are through the roof. So what I would do is I would go into the Restore Audio and hit what's called Restore Restoration Assistant. I'd pick this one on this side, and basically it analyzes the audio of the original recording, and it will level it off, and it would say this is the best choice to bring the audios out of clipping, out of the clipping zone, out of the high level zone, noise zone, all the little features, because there's so many different choices on here. But this gives you an automatic look. The software will look at your audio and determine the best levels to set it at, which is a really cool feature about this. So I'll just show you this. It takes a long time to process, but we're gonna do this analyzation type of process and show you the next step. So we're gonna, like I said, we'll be able to actually correct a lot of audios on these as well. Especially, these were done in the 90s, like I said, guys. Nothing but a reel-to-reel machine, a small little time beast corrector, and a DVD recorder at the time. And I was able to do all these transfers from these open reels from a collection. And, you know, and like I said, the tapes weren't all that great to start with, but they were done as good as they can be done at the time. But now we can actually remaster anything that's from the early 70s, done on these machines, any of these machines. We can actually make it into a more high-polished broadcast format and basically come off any video format you could pretty much think of, because we restore and rebuild all our machines here. And as you can see, the software analyzed the audio and the parameters of where to put it for clipping, click removal, hum, and de-easing, whatever they call it, all the percentages for this audio. So basically I would just click apply, and it would automatically go ahead and fix the audio and bring it down so it's more manageable compared to the high level that it is. So Obsolete Video Services does a lot, guys. If you bring me vintage video on EIAJ machines, and it's rare baseball stuff, sports, news, television, movie, horror host, anything that's super rare from the 70s or 60s, we could apply a more professional process to make them master quality, so they look better than the original tape, and even sound better than the original tape. So I just thought that would explain a little bit to you guys. I did get a lot of questions about that. Yes, we could take the vintage video, depending on the machine, and actually make it even better with the software that we're using. So here's a perfect example. I take it from like a skip field or an EIAJ or a 1-inch, whatever it is, and that's the stuff I like to do. If it's very rare stuff, I like remastering. I think remastering makes it look so much better. As far as cleanup, some people say yes, some say no. I say yes, because it's well worth it and makes your videos very valuable once you fix them. So I hope you enjoyed this video.